Let's hit the record. You're up.
Hi, my name is John Nolan. I'm the project manager for Cubic Concrete. Cubic Concrete was founded in 1956 outside of Chicago, Illinois. It has a history of superb work done in a safe and timely manner. We let our work speak for itself. Our company organization here, at the top you have me, project manager John Nolan. Our cost estimator is Kenneth Barbie. Our site planner is Matthew Underdown. He's a new hire, that's why he wasn't in the original picture. Our civil engineer is Nicholas Claiborne, and our quality and safety manager is Rashad Young. Our project manager, my experience, is an employee for Calvin's Window Washing. I led a team to get what the client wanted done correctly the way they wanted it done. I turned homeowners requests into tasks for workers. Our quality and safety manager, Rashad Young, is a production intern at Vesuvius, USA. He created a book of standard work instructions for employees and management to reference for safety, quality, and training purposes. He's also currently receiving his OSHA 30 certification, as well as I and Nicholas, because safety is a top priority. Our cost estimator is Kenneth Barbie. His experience is a draftsman at Lester Buildings. While interning, he acted as one of their engineering technicians. In doing so, he was responsible for completing the drawings of projects, materials, and the bill of materials, which brought him back to cost estimating. And then our site logistics planner is Matthew Underdown. He works as a summer intern technician doing surveying and municipal construction project inspection. So he's been on job sites and he knows what does and doesn't work and where the layout problems will arise. Then our civil engineer is Nicholas Claiborne. He's worked in maintenance as a volunteer. He's assisted in project engineering and surveys for bridge replacement projects. And he's very good with SketchUp and Navisworks, which was a big part of our design process. Here he is with the value added.
I'm Nicholas Claiborne. I'm the civil engineer for this project. Some of the things that we're going to do to help cut down with time and money, we're going to use the precast post-tension concrete panels. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the set down a driveway so we can get, because the area is rough terrain, so we have an easier time getting our semis with the panels in there to upload them for the actual construction. We're going to use precast for the foundation, walls, columns, and the roof. We're going to use a higher strength concrete so that way it uses less to save money there. Overall, it's going to reduce our time for this for completion. So we're going to get it done in a safe and timely manner. And for safety, we have our safety managers.
Yeah, like he said, part of our value added is having a good safety plan. So we have purpose having a good safety plan, and so our goal is to keep everyone on the site safe and healthy. We plan to achieve this by providing personnel the proper PPE and pretty much knowledge, so they kind of know about what's going on every day and know where to find the resources to do their work in a safe and efficient manner. In doing so will drastically reduce the chances of on-site accidents and will prepare our personnel to deal with when such a situation does arise. So all personnel are to undergo pretty much safety training before they start work on the job site. This is required for everyone. It's important to keep all personnel knowledgeable of not only safety procedures, but general information about the daily job duties, so pretty much know what's going on around you for the day-to-day basis to kind of prepare for that and adjust to keep everybody safe. So there will be mandatory safety training. It's a 2-hour class, and there will also be daily briefings, daily safety briefings, 15 to 20 minutes to kind of keep everyone informed about what's going on, like I said earlier. They will be held in the southwest section of the site in the safety trailer. So the things we'll cover in the safety class, here's a list of them. Just pretty standard things: PPE, placement of concrete. Some of our kind of personal safety programs are we're going to have our incentive program. So every month we'll have there'll be a safety meeting where everyone will get together and sit down. It'll kind of be disguised as kind of we'll sit down and eat and kind of socialize. But really what it'll be is a safety meeting, and there'll be kind of awards for people that are being safe, and it'll be that kind of thing. But it's all centered around safety. We'll also have safety sponsors. For every 25 employees, there'll be one designated person that they go to for any kind of safety questions and things like that. We'll also have a stretching program. That's pretty important. We'll have that after every daily safety meeting. Studies show that if you when there's a stretching program, you're less likely to get a lot of injuries. Other things are lift planning will be an important thing we'll cover because we're going to be using cranes to kind of carry the precast concrete panels and other things, fall protection and scheduling of work and things like that. So the daily meeting is kind of the big part of our safety thing. We think that if we kind of inform people every day about our kind of a safety plan specific to what they're doing, they can operate safer. So the short meetings, no more than 20 minutes in the safety trailer. These will be meetings where kind of you can ask questions you might have about whatever's going on for the day. Just real informative meetings about what's going on, how to stay safe. And the meeting will conclude with a team stretch led by the safety engineer or project manager. And this is our site layout, just to show a visual. This is where the safety trailer will be. This will be where you can pretty much find your safety literature that will be available to all employees, your right to know about hazardous materials and things like that. And first aid will be definitely there. It's pretty much the basics location for our safety stuff. And we feel like in cubic concrete that quality and safety pretty much go hand in hand. There's a lot of strong concepts that are in both. So we at Cubic Concrete are committed to working in the safest manner and with exceptional level of quality in mind. Aside from safety, quality is of vital importance to us. With properly trained, competent management team and sufficient amount of resources available, we plan to complete the job on time, under budget, safely, and with the highest level of quality. We feel that quality and safety. I'm sorry. Go back. Part of our core quality plans are 10% checks. We'll check 10% of everything that comes to the site. Third-party inspections. There'll be random audits for safety and quality purposes. We'll have SWI forms available to all employees, which are kind of pictured step-by-step instructions on how to pretty much perform all the job tasks. There'll be specialized training, and there'll be a crew sponsor program, which is every 25 employees has a dedicated person they can go to for information about safety, quality, pretty much whatever. So we at Cubic Concrete set ourselves at a very high standard. We put a great amount of time and effort into create a sound quality and safety plan, a competent management team, and we have all the resources easily accessible. So we hold everybody accountable, and safety protects the people, and quality protects our jobs. So a big part of us is safety and quality, and we're going to work hard to keep those things going good.
Alright, and this is going to be the site layout for our construction site. Here at the top, first of all, we have a fence going around the exterior of the construction site to help block off people from coming in and stealing things overnight. Up at the top, at the northeast and southeast corners, we have the entrance for all the trucks, and then the exit for the trucks, because we're going to need them to flow without causing any kind of traffic jams, because we're going to have a lot of concrete panels coming in here and dropping them off here at the loading dock. We chose this as the loading dock because this is the highest, densest asphalt that we can put these heavy concrete panels down for. We'll also have barricades at the entrance and exit so that any civilians that are coming through see the construction zone and turn around and avoid it. Like Rashad said before, we're going to have our safety trailer right there. Just another trailer for people to come in and work on their different documents and things that they have to do for the project. We're going to have a crane at each end of the job, so to kind of space out its arm, the length of its swing. And then we'll have dumpsters on each end where the cranes are, in case they need to lift something up and put it into the dumpster. It'll be easier if it's closer. And then also 2 bathrooms at each end of the site, and a detention pond at the northwest corner for all the water to drain into that section.
This is is a conceptual drawing of the warehouse. It's a walk around, just an overview of what it should look like after it's completed.
Then we do want to bring up that the little add-on in the corner over there, that is the office building. That way you're keeping as much of the square footage together as a warehouse production area. And that keeps the offices on their way. The office workers won't really be having to worry about forklifts and things like that sneaking up on them. Then I did the scheduling as well. Start date, we're going to start it on October 14th, 2015. Our end date is February 18th, 16. It's 134 days to completion. We were given a 150-day window. We were able to compress everything down by getting all of the precast done, the foundation as well, not waiting for it to cure. We were able to actually come in 16 days under schedule, which is important in case there's bad weather, things like that. There are things that do come up, and we'll still be under maybe a couple days behind, and we'll still end up coming in ahead of schedule. And then this is just a quick shot of our Gantt chart that's unable to fit the whole thing in here. Our critical path is just all the concrete precast and columns, things like that. This is just showing that we use project in order to schedule it, and then we end up putting project in the Navisworks to have a competent schedule building MP4 that will come up later in the slides.
All right, I'll go on the cost estimate. I'm Ken again. So just a few things that we took into consideration when we were doing the cost estimate for our project. Is, most of our points that had been hit on before are the 150 days to complete the project. He said it before, we plan on getting it done within 134 days. There's no way that we would be able to procure a foundation and get everything that we would like to see get done within, if we did it normally, I would say. There's no way we could get all that done within 150 days. So we're using precast for everything. And not only does that help us by by that being our thing, being precast concrete, but it helps you all by the building being energy efficient, and by efficiency being one of our other things that we took into consideration. Resources, by the project being up in upstate New York and having rough terrain, that's another thing that we took into consideration, having to use precast concrete on our rough terrain on our project. And the customer needs, we put the customer first with everything. And so by that being, by us also having 150 days, we wanted to get everything done under schedule. So that played a big part in our cost estimating. Go ahead, change it. Here's a breakdown. We did, with the things that we accounted for by us only being subbed out for the concrete. Concrete was of course, our main expense and main thing we took a lot of focus in. Concrete, you see our total here is about 2.3 million, a little over that. We factored in plumbing because plumbing would have to be run before we finish our concrete. Factored in the openings because we don't want to leave the job unsecure when we're done with our portion of the project. And we factored in the general requirements and all those things in order to finish it, in order for us to start our work. And that's what we came with our portion for our portion of the project. This is just a run through with the, you see our costs in the top corner for the project.
And then the project closeout, turn the project over, since we are subcontracting, there's only the concrete, there still will be work being done on the job site when we finish. After completion, we'll give all paperwork and materials like warranties, change orders that have come up, safety issues, which you will receive your weekly safety updates, but also we'll have them all saved and put together in one binder to give to the company when it's done, and all the final payments will be taken care of. And then I wanted to say thank you for this great opportunity. Thank you for giving us this chance, and I think that we really focused on the concrete solution with the precast by actually coming in 16 days under schedule. I think we may have taken it to the next level, and I hope you agree with us.